Hey guys, Bobby here with a little bit of knowledge on a progression pyramid and maybe why you haven't gotten your first muscle up and how to get there. So it's kind of explaining that process a little bit more, because I think a lot of people get their first pull up and they're like, the muscle up's next, man. It takes a little bit more than that. So we're going to break this down and give you a useful tool so that you can help understand that in a lot of different aspects. So what we've got here in our kind of first graphic is a progression pyramid. So it starts with basic body control. And for the muscle up, it would be the arch body position, the hollow body position, active shoulder, hip drive. These are some things that you just need to know how to do to move well. As you move up and you start to establish these things, it would be having a solid push-up, having good form on a pull-up, kipping and strict, having a good air squat, having good sit-ups, etc., right? Planks and everything. And then as you start to get more specific with it, these are general things, you get into advanced body control. So now you can say, all right, I need to know advanced body control for a muscle up. It would be things like turnover drills, like how to turn over the rings. It'd be like understanding larger kips and how to do like a kip to hip, jump to a hollow body, start getting your hips closer to the rings or the bar, whatever you're working towards. And then if you're working on the rings, it's, you know, understanding how to balance on the top, balance on the bottom. And then we get into advanced strength. So now we're going to put strength through those ranges of motion. So we're going to look for chest to bars, ring dips, you know, strict pull-up strength, and on and on and on. And then your muscle up comes, right? So it's really about being very established in the basic stuff. And the bigger your base is, and then building up into the next block, the more likely a muscle up is to happen. Now the cool thing about a progression pyramid is, let's say it's not a muscle up. Let's say it's a handstand push-up. You still need these, but then you just need advanced body control drills like headstands, maybe freestanding handstand off the wall, maybe learning how to kip with your lower body. And then advanced strength would be like box handstand push-ups, or, you know, anything developing that shoulder to overhead strength. So the big thing we want to do now is understand this general concept. We want to apply it to you specifically, so we look at a timeline.
You didn't know I was here, but you are here at a 2-minute arch hold, a 2-minute hollow hold, about 5 push-ups on the ground, and then 2 kipping pull-ups. So you have kind of the basics down. Halfway to halfway, we're getting a little bit closer. We have 15 GHD sit-ups, 15 Tabata air squats in that little 20-second window, 5 kipping pull-ups, and then 10 push-ups. This GHD sit-up is pretty interesting because it teaches you how to snap your body closed really quickly, and that helps a lot in a muscle up. Now halfway, we have 10 kipping pull-ups, 1 strict ring dip, and then 5 banded ring turnovers with that blue band, that really skinny one. And then almost there, we have a kip to hip, because you know how to apply that kip into a really large one and get your hips really close to that bar. We have 5 chest to bars, and then 5 strict ring dips. This is usually where we see most athletes get really close to their first muscle up, if not their first during class, an open workout, whenever.
So it's really kind of like understanding that concept, and then, you know, maybe sitting down, assessing that. This is kind of where a coach comes in and says, hey, Mike, here's where you're at. These are some kind of really good measures that kind of reflect that pyramid a little bit. Maybe you actually want to boost some of these basics up. And then they kind of map it out for you, so that as you're moving along, it's like, hey, hooray, I got my first set of pull-ups. What do I work towards next? You have that mapped out a little bit further. So for us here at Friction, we do a lot of that in strategy sessions, but you know, it's kind of putting everything together so that you can start working towards some of those bigger goals and maybe getting that first muscle up.
Yeah. And again, like Bobby said, it doesn't have to be a muscle up. This could be anything. This could be done with an air squat. So don't be afraid to try it out and come talk to us.
Cool.